Greetings, BBN. Does Pope have a secret plan for a reserve to be the Wildcats' big star? Could the surprise come from the bench? Let's analyze, but first, subscribe to the channel. Kentucky basketball is about to embark on a season that promises to be as unpredictable as it is exciting. And as always, under the calculating leadership of Mark Pope, nothing seems to be by chance. There's a sense in the air, almost conspiratorial, that Pope has something in store, a plan yet to be revealed, perhaps hidden among the rotations and bench minutes. The question echoing among analysts and fans is simple but provocative. Who will be the Wildcats' offensive spark coming off the bench? The comparison between this roster and Noah's Ark is witty but accurate. Pope truly has everything in spades. 2 ball handlers capable of creating, 2 power forwards who can score in volume, 2 centers who protect the rim, and most importantly, a rare depth of talent. This depth is the kind of luxury every coach desires, and few know how to manage. Pope, with his creative eye and modern approach, seems to know exactly what he has. Among the names that emerge in conversation, Jasper Johnson emerges as a natural favorite to ignite the game off the bench. The rookie carries heavy comparisons. Johnson is electric with the ball, fearless on offense, and an elite shooter. He's the kind of player who changes the momentum of a game with 2 possessions. For a team seeking dynamism and versatility, Johnson could be the piece Pope turns to when he wants to turn the tide. But Pope isn't a coach who relies on just one name. Cam Williams, for example, has been the prototype of the modern player who balances both ends of the floor. His reputation as an elite defender has grown, but his touch from beyond the perimeter, 40% accuracy at Tulane, can't be overlooked. When he comes on, the game changes. Spacing increases, the opposing defense adjusts, and Pope gains another tactical layer. Colin Chandler, meanwhile, brings a cerebral presence to the attack. His role as a facilitator may keep him under the radar, but his ability to create fluidity and efficiently convert shots makes him the kind of backup every coach relies on when needing to stabilize the team. He won't be the showman, but he can do something. There's also Andrija Jelavic, the unknown Croatian, who could transform the Wildcats' tactical balance. His performance in the blue-white game made it clear that the talent is there, raw and vibrant. Pope, always keen to develop foreign talent, can hone it into something greater. The power forward is a kind of reserve who, on any given night, can explode for 15 points and change the outcome of a game. And of course, Trent Noah, the purest shooter, the fan favorite. His evolution this offseason has been remarkable. He's gained shape, confidence, and consistency. Noah represents the spirit Pope wants to instill in this new Kentucky. Talent combined with a hard-working mentality. He's the kind of player who doesn't need volume to make an impact, just space and opportunity. All of this reinforces a clear feeling. Mark Pope is playing with multiple layers. Kentucky's rotation isn't just a matter of substitutions, but of strategy. Each reserve has a defined role. Every minute seems calculated to test combinations and prepare for March. And if there's a hidden secret to this roster, perhaps it's precisely this, that the Wildcats' strength can come from where they least expect it. What do you think? Every season, the Wildcats reinvent themselves, bringing new faces, dreams, and aspirations to the iconic Rupp Arena, a temple where excellence is not only desired, but expected. And this year, with Mark Pope back, the team appears poised to reaffirm its place among the sports powerhouses with a roster that promises to be as versatile as it is talented. As the preseason takes shape, names like Otega Owa and Mohamed Diabate are already attracting attention and sparking optimism among a fan base that never accepts less than the best. Veteran commentator Jay Beal has recently released his preseason awards list, and Kentucky was no exception. With 2 players being singled out in separate categories, it's clear Pope's lineup is making waves even before the ball is tipped. Otega Owa, a rising All-American talent, was named the second-team All-American, a fitting tribute to an athlete whose impact on court is hard to ignore. Meanwhile, Mohamed Diabate, recognized for his defensive dominance, is on the all-defensive team, demonstrating that his contribution goes beyond statistics and directly reflects the team's collective identity. The inclusion of these two players on Bielsa's roster is no coincidence, but rather the reflection of meticulous roster-building efforts. Owa, whose multifaceted skills have already earned him comparisons to some of the best small forwards in the country, has what it takes to be Kentucky's offensive engine this season. His dynamic play, combined with an unwavering work ethic, makes him a constant threat to any opponent. Meanwhile, Diabate embodies the defensive strength Pope aims to instill in his team. With his intimidating presence below the basket and his ability to alter shots, he's the kind of player who can turn a solid defense into an impenetrable one. Together, they form a core that balances individual talent with collective synergy, crucial for those seeking to win titles. But what truly makes this team special is the depth provided by a successful recruiting and transfer class. In addition to boasting established stars like Owa and Diabate, Kentucky has also brought in key players who can significantly complement the group. This mix of experienced veterans and talented youngsters creates a competitive environment during practice, elevating the level of everyone around them. Under the guidance of Pope, a coach known for his ability to maximize his players' potential, this combination has all the potential to yield surprising results throughout the season. The preseason also offers the Wildcats the opportunity to face one of college basketball's giants right off the bat. Purdue, currently ranked the top team in the nation, will be at Rupp Arena for an exhibition game that promises to be a strenuous and necessary test. Although it's only a preparatory matchup, facing a team led by figures like Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn, both of whom Biel has mentioned on his All-American list, will be a valuable barometer for gauging Kentucky's early progress. It will be interesting to see how Owa and Diabate respond under such pressure, especially in an environment where the spotlight will inevitably be on them. It's worth remembering that individual recognition, like that received by Owa and Diabate, is always celebrated enthusiastically, but the true goal of any college basketball program is collective success. For Kentucky, that means not just competing, but winning in the decisive moments. And with such a deep and versatile roster at their disposal, there's every reason to believe this could be a memorable season. After all, few programs manage to combine tradition, talent, and passion the way the Wildcats do, and yet continue to strive for improvement. As the regular season approaches, Kentucky fans have reason to dream big. With Otega Owa shining as an offensive star and Mohamed Diabate anchoring the defense, the team appears poised to make a significant impact in 2025-26. More than just playing basketball, the Wildcats are building a narrative of renewal and excellence, guided by a coach who understands the importance of every detail. It remains to be seen how far this group can go, but one thing is certain: regardless of the final outcome, the journey promises to be exciting. As Kentucky prepared to usher in a new era under Mark Pope, there's a curious connection between the Wildcats' present and recent past that's drawing attention. The rebirth of Travis Perry, the former Lyon County prodigy and former Wildcat, who now shines in Oxford, defending the colors of Ole Miss. Perry, who quietly passed through Lexington during his freshman season, averaging 2.7 points and less than 10 minutes per game, seems to have found the ideal environment to flourish under Chris Beard, a coach who has always shown fascination with his talent since his high school days. The proof came in one of the toughest tests possible, a close practice against the mighty Houston, the national runner-up. In that practice game, the former Wildcat hit 4 or 5 three-pointers and was singled out as one of the standout performers in Ole Miss's 70-56 victory. They took advantage of Travis Perry's hot hand, reported Chase Parham of 247 Sports, highlighting the player's accuracy, who once again demonstrated why he's the all-time leading scorer in Kentucky high school basketball history. The performance wasn't a fluke. Perry shone again days later in the three-point shooting contest at Square Jam, the Rebels exhibition event, a performance that, according to Jake Thompson of On3, confirmed his status as a shooting machine once he gets into rhythm. Perry's success at Oxford goes beyond his long ball success. Beard and his teammates have been clear. The young man isn't just a shooter, but a player in complete evolution. He's become a point guard, a great decision-maker, said power forward Malik Dia, highlighting how the former Kentucky player has adapted to a more complex offensive system. Point guard A.J. Storr added, "He probably makes 1,000 three-pointers a day. He's the most conditioned guy on our team." For Beard, Perry represents a project of confidence and development. The coach was blunt in stating that he needs a sophomore to have the best year of his basketball life, not only to solidify his individual growth, but because Ole Miss will live and die by Perry's performance this season. It's a bold statement, but it sums up the transformation of a once-supporting player into a central player. And for Kentucky fans, there's a certain strange feeling in following this trajectory. Perry, who left Lexington in search of minutes in a starring role, is achieving just that. But the former Wildcat success also reveals something positive for those who remain. Mark Pope inherited a program capable of developing talent, even when it blossoms elsewhere. The competitive environment created at Kentucky, with depth at every position and young players constantly competing for spots, may have been a catalyst for the evolution Perry now displays at Oxford. While Pope works to find a spark off the bench, possibly in Jasper Johnson or another of his promising youngsters, Travis Perry is a living reminder that the talent forged in Lexington doesn't disappear. It just finds new ways to shine. His rise at Ole Miss is, in a way, an indirect reflection of the philosophy Pope tries to instill. Work, compete, and reinvent yourself until you find your own rhythm. If Perry is now the Rebels' burning flame, Kentucky continues to search, within its own deep roster, for the next spark capable of igniting the season. Good luck to him and the Cats. Let us know what you think.